This dish will come together very quickly, so all the ingredients need to be ready to go and in place. Mise en place. Pretty simple ingredients here. We're starting off, of course, with our dry sea scallops, salt and fresh ground black pepper, shallots and garlic, my favorite Dijon mustard, some high-quality Irish butter, and we've got some frozen peas, some fresh parsley and fresh sage leaves, prosciutto from the deli, and some lemon sunshine. And of course, some white wine. First, let's peel this garlic. Give it a little whack. Take off the skin. Now just smash that garlic into your cutting board and cross-cut it both ways. Now we're going to take the side of the knife and smush it into the board for even a finer mince. Shallots are really nothing but a small onion. Cross-cut one way, then cross-cut the other way. We've done this before, you've seen it. Maybe you don't like using that big chef's knife, so just use a small paring knife, no problem. Sage. I love sage. It's a great winter and cold weather fresh herb. All you do is pick the fuzzy leaves off that stem, stack them on top of each other, then cross-cut them and cross-cut them again into smaller pieces. Let's add some sunshine. Everyone should have this in their kitchen. It's called a microplane. Remove the flavorful rind or zest from the lemon while keeping the white, bitter pith still on the lemon. The zest of a lemon is where you get the strongest, cleanest lemon flavor. Prosciutto, straight from the deli. There are two types of prosciutto out there. One is imported from Parma, Italy, or there's a domestic prosciutto ham as well. So since we'll be cooking this and mixing it in with our scallops, use the domestic. Tell the deli not to slice it too thin. Have them slice it just a little bit thicker so you can taste it in the sauce. Next, the scallops. Notice here on the side of these scallops, there is something called the adductor muscle. This should be peeled off before cooking. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it, but it's just a bit tougher and chewier texture than the scallop itself. Very simple to peel off and discard. That's it. Then of course, we'll be seasoning our scallops with kosher salt and fresh ground black pepper. I like to use a non-stick pan. Add canola oil to coat the bottom of your heated pan over medium-high heat. I usually add something small to test the oil to see if it's hot enough before I add my scallops. If it sizzles, then your oil's hot enough. Add your scallops. Do not overcrowd your pan. And don't move your scallops once you place them down. Let them cook for about 3 to 3.5 minutes, and then you can cheat with one scallop to check that it's looking good and seared. See that beautiful golden brown color? That's the natural sugar in the scallop caramelizing right before your eyes. And that's why we call these sea candy. Cook another minute or two, and then remove from the pan. Time to make the sauce. Drain any excess oil in the pan. In goes the garlic, and in goes the shallots. We want to slow cook these without any color, so do not brown. Notice I'm using a wooden spoon so that I'm able to scrape any fond from the bottom of the pan for maximum flavor. Add your Dijon mustard, and we're gonna brown that mustard for about 30 seconds or so just to intensify that mustard flavor. Next, our white wine. Add the wine and bring it to a boil. We're gonna reduce this wine by half. That will cook off the alcohol and just leave those beautiful flavors behind. In goes our soft, high-quality butter. We're reducing the heat so the butter does not boil. Just melt that butter into the wine. In goes the prosciutto, mix it in. In go the peas. Oh, and here's a trick. Before you add your peas, just microwave them for about 30 seconds to soften them up ahead of time. Ready for the herbs? In goes the sage, the parsley, and the lemon zest. Everything is in. Don't boil it. Just mix it all together and keep it on a light simmer for 30 seconds to a minute to combine. What are we gonna serve with this? Here's a wonderful idea for a side dish. Some simple mashed potatoes. I love this Rana basil pesto. A little parsley and some Parmesan cheese. Mix all those together and poof, you've got pesto Parmesan mashed potatoes. A beautiful side dish for our scallops. Time to plate. Let's put our mashed potatoes at the top of the plate with a little hippie shake with a spoon. Lay out our seared scallops in a nice arrangement. And then your pièce de résistance or masterpiece, your sage and white wine beurre blanc sauce with all those beautiful ribbons of prosciutto and some fresh peas and herbs. Let's just take a moment to admire this beautiful dish. Well done, chefs.